Shalom. Shalom, Yeshurala. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Grand Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wa Barakatham until 144,000. As well as the rest of the elect, may peace and blessings be unto your households. Excuse me. It's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. And in this intrinsic lesson, we're just going to get into, basically, man, like, how do I want to say it? It's going to go along with being a humble route, though, for sure. The title literally just slipped my mind right before I started. It's like it literally just slipped my mind. But yeah, man, we're just going to go into, pretty much being humble, right? How it's really needful that you be humble, man. And this lesson is inspired by the priest Sha'ar and our camp in Dallas, because it was kind of crazy. Cause I was already kind of meditating on probably making a lesson like this from last night. And when I was at camp with the brothers, I was already kind of meditating on it a little bit. And then I seen this, and then I heard him like, I didn't even get through like not even half of the video. Yeah, I just started, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just go ahead, put it on wax with the power spirit. How about Shem Shai? I'm gonna try to finish up the rest of the brothers' lesson, Lord willing. And yeah, man, just be humble, man. Don't get in a sense. Don't get to the point where you think you deserve anything, man. This is the thing that the Elder Ariala said from our camp, Jim in Dallas. He said it. It was straight up in the spirit, and it's something like, really just, I had to sit in and marinate and just like constantly remind myself, you ain't shit, man. Right? You not shit, man. We ain't shit, man. Now, it was kind of comical how he said it. To me it was a little bit. It was kind of comical, but that shit, like, it really hit home for me when he said it, man. Especially when he, I think, because it was like damn near a month ago now. Yeah, and he was talking, he was talking about these other camps, man. I took it for myself, man. You ain't shit, you don't deserve shit, man. Right? You was fucked up when you came in the truth, and you still fucked up, man. So what is there to be entitled about? Because you got a little bit of knowledge. The scripture now. Some scripture now. Hey, the Lord blessed us with this, man. As it says in Jeremiah 9:24, I think. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Jeremiah 9:24. For man glory in this, that he knoweth and understandeth me. That's the only thing we have anything to boast about or brag about, is the fact that we actually know Yahweh Bashem Shai, and we understand like this book through him. That's the only thing we can quote unquote boast about or even brag about. But as far as ourselves, man, you can kiss that shit goodbye, man. That shit for the birds, man. Well, it says in Wisdom of Solomon 5:3 or 4, around that area. What has pride profited us? Even though it's going in the sense like, talking about the hell that's going to be breaking loose and people realizing what has their pride profited us, but like still, you can use it in a sense right now. What has pride profited us, man? Pride got us in the fucking predicament that we in right now. We're looked at the base of all men by the base of all men. That's what pride got us. So what about being meek, lowly, humble, accepting the dealings of Yahweh Bashem Shai with you, man, and just deal within that, man. Not in this proud and arrogant kind of spirit, man. Because you don't want to mistake confidence for arrogance. Because we're confident in Yahweh Bashem Shai. Right? You don't want to get to the point to where you're arrogant, thinking that it's your own damn abilities when it's really from the Lord. Which arrogance just goes into a false sense of confidence. I got it on my own. You know, like how rappers be. I got it on my own. Some shit. James is making up some shit. But you know, yeah, bro. With Galatians, the 6th chapter, 6 and 3. Right? For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself, man. You only deceiving yourself when you put yourself on any kind of pedestal, man. Right? That's why, you know, the Lord, you know, if he cares about you, and, you know, he knows you, he knows how much knowledge to give you, when to give you that knowledge, and how much to increase you by. Because if you get increased too quick, and as the priest Sharp was going into the lesson, like just the beginning, you know, he's just talking about how, like, you know, brothers, the elders of your camp, you might be a younger brother, and the elders of the camp might mess around and favor you. Yeah, you might mess around, get to go out with the elders, you get invited. You're like, oh man, shit, that's not something that usually happens. I must be on some kind of level. Scripture says knowledge puffeth up, man. You don't want to get puffed up in that. Right? You don't want to get puffed up in that. Even if you do get invited out. Cool, man, cool. You got invited out to chill with the elders. Now what? You get to brag and boast? I got to be with the elders. No, not really. You know, there's nothing wrong talking about it. Like, yeah, I got to kick with the elders. You know, it's pretty cool how they maneuver or whatever. It's cool to talk about it. Nothing wrong with it. But to brag about it is another thing. And you ain't even got to say it out loud. It could be within your mind. You know? Don't let this shit go to your head, man. Don't let this shit go to your head, man. Remain humble. Remain lowly. Right? Because, you know, the thing that helped me, well, that is helping me, and it's true, man. Just me. I constantly, you know, I tell myself, man, I'm nobody, man. I'm just a man just trying to make it, just trying to serve the Lord and make it out here with my bros. That's it. You know, Lord willing, you know, keep the spirit on me just to keep serving and keep growing within, like with what the Lord blessed me with already. Bless me with more spiritual gifts, man, because I'm nobody, man. Fucking nobody. We all fucked up, man. I still sin. I still go off. I still got a lot of shit I gotta work on for myself. Not saying I'm not working on these things, but like, bro, we fucked up. We fucked up, man. Right? And when you're constantly reminding yourself of these things, it's like, damn, no matter what happens to you that is good, it's like you're gonna keep that. You're still gonna be in that humble mindset. As Scripture say, man, the greater thou art, the more humble thou shall be. So it's a requirement for, as you grow, you have to grow in being humble too. Right? You have to grow in being humble, man. There's a balance to it, man. The apostles, you know, even the elders of our camp, man. Elder Yashua, you know, man, that's a very humble elder. Not to take away from the other elders. Don't get me wrong. The other elders are humble as hell too, man. Because on camera, you don't really get to basically, you know, what's the way I can say it? You don't get to see how they really are, man. See their spirit, man. When you talk to the elders in person, man, the elders, now they get on you if they need to. Don't get me wrong. They do that. They will do that. Even the officers. Don't get me wrong. The elders and the officers. But no, the elders it just blew me away even more, especially when the Apostle Rakai came. You know, this is the old apostle. Apostle Rakai. Very, very humble. When he's chilling, you know, just being brotherly, man, he's very humble, man. You can tell he loved the brothers for real, man. He really do. Same for the elders, man. You can tell, man, they love the bros, man. They'll put you on game. They'll help you in any way, fashion. as they can, man. Like, in any way, they'll do the best they can to help you, even if it means showing some tough love to you as well, right? And that's not something that everybody can do, because when you see everybody, we see, elders, apostles on camera, me just speaking, Apostle Rakai, even Apostle Ramla too. You see them on camera, man, they might be cussing, getting on guys and stuff. That's not how they are in person. Just constantly just getting on people all the damn time in person. It's not like that. There's a time and place for that, man. And usually you're gonna see that on the videos. Getting on somebody, they're getting fired up. But when you meet, these men in person, man, bro, they're the most humble men you'll meet ever. You be like, damn, like you wouldn't expect them to act the way they act, like in general. Off, like how they would act off camera. You would think, for someone that wouldn't know, you would think that they always just in that mode, ready to cut somebody out. Maybe. You might think that, because I know before I crossed over, man, my view of them, I'm like, man, these man, they don't fucking play. Now, don't get me wrong, they don't play, but like, that you would think that like they're like very, very strict, and like, man, don't let you fuck up any kind of way, man. Nah, bro, these men are very, like, very merciful, man. It's like, words can't really explain it, man. You just have to be in the camp to really know what I'm talking about. Or at least you don't even have to be in the camp. You can meet these men in person. See how they are off camera, man. Right? They get on you when they got to, and when they don't, bro, they chilling and they chopping it up with you. Right? They asking how you doing. They'll offer you any advice that they can. So like, let me go ahead and get this stuff set up. You just pulled up to the job. But yeah, they checking up on you, man. Like, bro, in other words, bro, we got examples, man. So like, I didn't mean to go on a tangent. It's probably why I needed to pause and fix all this stuff real quick. Damn. Yeah. I didn't mean to I didn't mean to start rambling, but, it's just like, I hold these men in great reverence, man. Right? Seeing the way they act, seeing the way they be around brothers, seeing like how much they really care, like for real. It damn near seems unbelievable. But because they fear the Lord, this is something that's able to happen. Sirach the 6th chapter, man. Only those that fear the Lord can find a true friend, man. Bro, these are our true friends, our true family, each other, man. This ministry. We all we got, man. Right? Brothers will literally give their clothes off their back for you. They'll do whatever they can for you. Under conditions, though. If they believe you to be a man of the Lord. Now, if you just somebody that's like lukewarm and all that, then brothers ain't finna do all that for you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not finna do that for you. If you're not all in like I am. If I don't know if you're like, taking it serious or you're just doing whatever, nah. Now, if you all in for this thing, man, hey, man, brothers will give you everything, man. Like, the love that they show, man, is amazing to me. But you only find that in the truth. Those that truly fear Yahweh Shem Shah, man. Right? These humble men. How can you be so high but be so humble? See, that's something, I guess I'll understand more with time. But, it's just like, man, and it's just a perfect balance of it. Now, don't get me wrong, these men ain't perfect. Hell, they ain't perfect. Don't look at them like they perfect. I'm not perfect. They'll be quick to tell you that they not perfect, man. They don't want you thinking the inkling of that, Even, I'm just saying, man, because I don't want to be saying all this and y'all thinking, oh man, they just perfect. Nah, bro, they ain't perfect. Just like you ain't perfect, just like I'm not perfect. That's why it's so important to remain humble, man. Because none of us is perfect. We all go off still. Now we try to offend less, but we're still in the flesh. And with the flesh, what happens in the flesh? You go off, you sin, you transgress the law. We're subject to it. You know? So remain humble, man. As you grow, remain humble and pay attention to your leaders, man, in your camp. Or if you're not in the camp, if you do come out, you might be on the other side, man. Watch how they operate after camp and everything, man. Take all of this into account, man, because, man, brothers be leading by example. They be leading by example, man. That's why it's so therapeutic to be around these men, because of the good energy they have, man. You don't sense an ink of pride, like an ink of pride from these men. Now, don't get me wrong, you got some bad apples that might be in the bunch. That is in the bunch. That's gonna get weeded out. Don't get me wrong, but majority of people that are brothers, that are actually brothers, man, you're not gonna sense an inkling of pride, man. Like I said, they will give you everything, man. And it's just, with them leading by example, we should, follow their example. It's easier said than done. Especially when you're just coming out the world. Shit, even now for me, there's things I could do better, man. Be even more humble through the power of spirit. How about Shah, man? Being lowly, man. Putting yourself last. Not always feeling the need to say some shit, man. Sometimes just being quiet. Just listen. Especially around great men. Like, if you're around great men, who's greater than you in the spirit, the last thing you want to do is be talking. You should be doing more listening. You don't want to be that brother that always got to get something out. Always got to get something out. Always got to say something. Even amongst the elders, even amongst the apostles. You always got to get your point out. No, bro. The scripture says, man, be as one that's wise and knoweth when to hold his tongue, roughly paraphrasing. So just, bro, just remain lowly, man. Take the low seat, man. You already got to do it in the world as it is, man. It's the same thing in the truth, man. You take the low seat, man. Be a servant unto the brothers, man. Hell, speaking to myself first and foremost, man, that's something I always can work on and do better at. Being a servant to the brethren. That's how Shah commanded us, man. Serve one another. Right? Hell, it's in the name, ministry, man. What's the point of the ministry? To minister to one another. If you ministering to someone, you serving them. But yeah, man, that's all I really had through the spirit, man. Just continue to remain humble, man. Lowly. Jay don't, like, man, being prideful just ain't it, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Being prideful, it's not fucking it. Hell, you see that within Jake in the world, man. Jake prideful and, what's the word I'm thinking of? I said it earlier. Prideful. They think they deserve shit. Oh, entitled. They entitled as hell. Don't be like that, man. This ain't gonna get you nowhere but disappointments. The scriptures goes to say how the Lord, he showed more grace unto the humble. Right? He showed more grace. Right? He's far from the prideful, but giveth more grace unto the humble, which is what? Partiality and judgment. Or, what I like to say favor, man. In other words, more mercy. Lord, he'll show you more mercy just for simply being humble. Because the Lord's going to want to show you mercy, because you're being humble, man. When you're prideful, man, you think you got it, think your shit, those things. All right, big and bad, tough guy. Figure out how you gonna save yourself then, nigga. That's how the Lord's looking at it. Now the elect, they gonna be humble, man. They gonna realize, man, well, I need the Lord, and I'm nobody, to be honest. I'm nobody without Yahweh Shem Shai. The Lord is the only reason will be looked at as anybody is because of Yahweh Shem Shai. But ultimately, man, I'm nobody, bro. I'm no one, man. I don't want no brother looking at me like I'm just high and mighty or anything, man. I would hate to hear that, man. Now, I'll be glad to hear that, I was able to help a brother through the power of Yahweh Shem Shai. But that's who I'm giving all praises, honors, and glories to. Not of me. And you got to be in that same mindset as well, man. That's why apostles, man, they don't like to be praised, man. They hate that shit, man. You could tell they hate that shit. Look at it, I'll be like, man, they hate that shit. They don't like to be praised. There's nothing wrong with thanking them, but bro, they gonna give all praises, honors, and glories to the Lord. They're gonna be like, man, it wasn't me, brother. It's the Lord. I tell you straight up. But anyways, Lord willing, y'all was edified. I want to end it off by saying, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time I say, Shalom, Yeshua.